Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is OG, and today we're going to be doing my favorite, some pro gameplay analysis. So, obviously, the NA Open or World Cup qualifier, whatever you want to call it, that happened yesterday, and it was the third and final one. And this time we came out a little bit better. I won't give any spoilers, but we did qualify. So it feels good to say that, but I do want to go over like two of the games. So the games that I'm going to be covering are not the qualifying game because that was really boring. The brackets were ridiculous again. So the games that I'm gonna cover are our game versus Nova. Which is always a good game. They're a good team. And also I'm gonna be covering our game against Nine Circles, which is Jack, Slash, and Crying Man. So in this video I'm gonna be doing the games against Nova, and then I want to do a double release today. So I'll see if I can fit that in. It depends on Toma and how fast my iPad can upload gameplay. It does take its time sometimes, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, let's hop into some gameplay. First one's gonna be Nova. All right, guys. So like I said, we're going into the Nova games. So it's that set that we did a few weeks ago. So it's Safe Zone, Junkyard or Junk Park, and then Snake Prairie, and they added Springtrap, and then Layer Cake, I think, was the bound. I forget what the last map was. Anyways, so we are on Safe Zone to start off, and you can see our comps are pretty similar. The only difference is we have 8-Bit, they have Penny. Now, 8-Bit is just so good on defense, so that's why we opted to choose him. He is just really strong on certain maps, but he does have his counters, don't get me wrong, and Penny Turret is definitely a big counter of his just because of his speed. But you can see Bobby's on Daryl. He's rolling in. That allows me to move up, and I can start chipping the safe a little bit, but Shadow's there to catch me, unfortunately. So little misplay for me. I just stayed a little too long and I get hit by the thing. But I'll just walk down to the side and take it out, and that's gonna be really useful because Bobby can just kind of walk down there if he ever needs to. But we're kind of spread out across the map right now, so everyone's just kind of trying to get positioning. Corey just uses turret, so he's not very close to it. Bobby's gonna roll on Corey and kill him. Me and Tyrant are gonna stay on Shadow or Portal and knock him out, and that allows us to kind of move up. So a lot of this this map is a stalemate, and it's all about who controls mid. So Tyrant's job is literally just defense. If he can get on safe, great, but otherwise it's just straight up defense while me and Bobby do the damage. So you see he does use his extra life there just to take out Portal, and he's doing a really good job just holding down defense right now. Corey's kind of trapped here, so he chooses to go for Tyrant Star, which was definitely the right call, just so he can build up his super a little more for next time. But we're off to a pretty good lead so far. Me and Bobby have been doing a lot of damage on that safe, and I chose to use my super just because I didn't want to lose too much position, and Bobby does have his roll, so it's going to be a good roll on Korai. Korai panics and places his turret, so you hate to see that. But his turret does manage to survive with 56 HP, so I got to waste another shot on it, but that's okay. So Portal rolls on me, but that's only going to be a good roll if he lands directly on me and knocks me back. Otherwise, I can just take him out pretty easily like I just did there. So now it's all about me going for offense, Tyrant holding it down, and then Bobby just trying to do some damage too. And we definitely had a pretty solid game. I could have hit a lot more shots, don't get me wrong, but overall it was pretty well rounded. Everyone played pretty decent, and we do pick up the first win. Alright guys, so game number 2. Now it is a best of 3 on each map, and the total set, I guess, or match is best of 5 on 5 different maps if we need it. And you can see this time they chose to get rid of the Daryl and went with the 8-Bit, which I think is a really good call from them, because the 8-Bit just melts Daryl, and you can see Bobby's going to struggle a little bit this game just because they're going to have so much firepower on defense with the 8-Bit, and the 8-Bit can also create a lot of pressure for us. So me and Shadow just kind of exchanging blows, and Tyrant is going to pinch over and take him out, but he'll go down in the process, but he has that extra life. Ideally, you don't want to use it in a long range situation. You want to use it on defense or something, or on offense when you're close to the safe, and Bobby's doing a really good job just distracting them while I'm landing some shots on the safe. Tyrant cleaned up Korai and his turret, and I just overstayed my welcome a little bit, and that's going to cost us. We did lose positioning, mainly because I didn't back up fast enough, so definitely got to learn from that. But you can see Portal's using the other star power, which I actually really like the other star power too. Obviously extra life is amazing, but with a comp like theirs where it's all like just like long range poke, you can get a lot of value out of the other star power if you play your turret in a really good place. So that's what Portal was kind of going for. So me and Tyrant just teaming up on defense here a little bit. I forgot about extra life. And he just kind of like spawns back, and oh, I guess he wasn't using the other star power. It looked like way bigger than ours for some reason. Whatever. And you know, at the other end of things, I'm just like trying to stay alive and do some chip damage, and these guys are doing a good job on defense. And now we have like mid control pretty much, right? So there's 45 seconds left, so we just need to stay like healthy and like keep controlling mid. But Tyrant's gonna go down, unfortunately. Bobby does a good roll, but I don't think he's gonna be able to. Oh, okay, he just manages to take out Portal. So I'm just gonna go do as much damage as I can because I'm kind of in a weird spot there, and I do want to get some chip damage. Sorry guys, you can probably hear my cat's toy going off in the background. I'll confiscate it after this game. But unfortunately for us, Bobby couldn't take a Portal there, and I think if he did, that definitely would have changed the game. It's not his fault. It's just one shot off, so it was a little unlucky. So they're just kind of like hammering the safe right now. It's a lot of firepower to deal with. I'm trying to body block just because, you know, there's not much else we can do at this point, and Shadow gets away with 100 HP. Portal, you know, he was like pretty low too, so that game could have gone either way. It was definitely a close one, and the whole series was really good, so shout out to them. They're a good team. Alright guys, so game number 3. Now whoever wins this one does win the first set. And you can see they stuck with their comp, we stuck with ours. We've been practicing a lot with our comp. That's the main problem with our team, I think. We're not very flexible. Like, when we are flexible with our brawlers, but when we get a comp in mind, we can like tend to stick with it. And you know, they did go for a bit of a counter pick with Penny for the 8-bit and stuff, so we definitely need to work on that. But I won't get into that too much. I'll touch on that in the other video because that's when it mainly applies. But you can see Bobby does have his roll right now, so he's getting hammered though. Portal's in a really tough spot, so I want to go out there and break it if I can, but I'm just too weak at this point. Like, I'm really low HP. So what Tyrant wants to do is he wants to stay in the open and just kind of like tease the Penny turret so it doesn't like luck onto the safe. But Tyrant is going to get caught out by that extra life, and you know, Portal is going to go back behind that wall. I'll take out Shadow, and Tyrant will get a good turret up for me because, you know, I can like hammer the safe at max range there. I have to use my super though, otherwise I would have got and I do get shot anyways, so a little unlucky. Bobby's gonna roll in, but I'm pretty sure I'll get taken out pretty easily. Like, you can just see how strong 8-bit is on defense. He is just like, you can't win if you get in a straight up fight with him like close range. It's like really tough because he is tanky and he just has so much firepower, and his reload speed's pretty good too. And you can use his like shield or his turret as a shield kind of. So Tyrant's gonna go down. I'm gonna like take out that annoying spot. I should have jumped forward there. I don't know why I jumped backwards. A little bit of a misplay. I could have got a few shots before I died at least. But I did manage to take out that wall that like they were just kind of using as a vantage point, and I'm gonna go for Portal here. He just backs up and does manage to stay alive. Bobby's gonna take out Korai, and then I take out Shadow too. Now at this point in the game, we should win 100%. Like, we're down by like 7%, and we have full positioning on mid. But Tyrant, you can see, he gets caught out, and just like that, we like lose positioning. So Bobby's got to go for damage here, and he does a good roll. He does take out Korai first, which is definitely the right play, I think. But just because we lost, and Tyrant dies again, but just because we lost positioning there, and you can see like we barely lost. It was by like 12%, but if Tyrant didn't die there, I think we would have won the set just because we were like so set up. But you know, I got caught out like that a few times too earlier. It's just a little unfortunate. Alright guys, so next up we do have Junk Park, or Junkyard. It's one of them. But you can see we're going pretty typical. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the bans for this set are Tick and Spike, maybe? I don't know. Tick and someone. But you can see Tyrant does get taken out, but we do have enough bolts for the first robot, and that's going to be a huge help. Bobby has kind of a tough matchup right now. He's getting pinched, and you can see Shadow's gonna Portal's gonna want to open those walls up just because it makes it easier. So I'm like, this is why I love Piper and Siege, because you can literally just, when they're trying to defend, you just tap them and like they literally like get taken out so easily. While with other comps like with Jean or something, like there's no like threat. They can just stand in front of the robot pretty much. So I'll like try just chipping them in before they get in. That way Bobby can have an easier time, but I think I get caught out here. No, I managed to dodge portal shots a few times, and we do take him out, but you can see that extra life on Korai is actually going to enable him to get that bolt, and I hit him twice, but you know, it's just kind of tough when he gets around the corner like that. But Bobby actually steals the bolt, so it was definitely worth. Portal catches me out. I got a little too ambitious, I guess. And we're doing a really good job just controlling the whole map. Like, this is one of the issues with Siege, though. You can see we keep getting robots and they keep getting spawn trapped. And it's one of the reasons why I'm starting to really like not enjoy the mode, because you don't need to support your push. You just need to like kind of choke them out until like they don't get any robots. So I'm just like keeping them like tapped, like all low HP. They can't move up when they're that low, because I will literally just one tap them. And you can see I'm not like letting them get anywhere pretty much. And Bobby and Tyrant are just collecting the bolts. Tyrant's doing a good job on his side too, but Shadow has to like really like stretch to try to get those bolts. But we got every robot this game. And like I said, this is a big issue with Siege. I don't find it enjoyable. I'd rather like support my robot and, you know, try getting a good push in, but the siege times are way too short in between. So if you're on defense, you don't have enough time to recover and go on offense. So pretty much whoever gets the first robot and doesn't screw up usually wins the game. Like, unfortunately, that's just how it is. And they really need to make some changes to Siege. It's like actually ridiculous. The RNG too, which you guys will see in this game, it's just insane. Alright guys, so game number 2 of Siege. Nova's up 1-0 right now in the total sets. But you can see that bolts spawning on the right side there. Watch the next 4 bolts. Watch where they all spawn. Right in the exact same place on Shadow Jutsu. Every single one of them. And they just doubled up. Like, look at that. How is this a competitive game mode when, like, look, all 4 of them for the entire first thing just spawn on top of their team. Like, it makes 0 sense. Like, this mode is actually, like, so stupid sometimes. And it's not just me being salty, but like, it just... They need to figure out something with Siege, because it's actually like a joke sometimes. Like, that should never happen. That's so much RNG that like literally just gave them the first robot. And like I just said in my in the video a second ago, the first robot often dictates like who wins the game, especially with their comp. Like 8-bit just spamming down a lane and Piper, it's like really hard to regen and like get back up there. You can see we're trying, but like they already have 4 bolts at this time. And like we're just managing to get back out there. So it's kind of ridiculous that we lost the game pretty much just because those 4 bolts spawned in the exact same place. Like, I won't go on too much, but you can tell like this game's not going very well for us so far. We've just been on our heels the entire game, and I think it's really unfortunate. But you know, it happens to like both teams, and it's just part of the game. So really nice ball from Tyrant though, and he does get 2 people, but unfortunately that BB ball just comes back. But you know, it would have been like 1 shot, so they probably would have got it at some point. But you can just see the RNG in that game. Alright guys, so game number 3 of Siege. Now whoever does win this one wins the set, and Nova would be up 2-0, or we'd tie it up. So the bolt spawns in mid, which is my favorite place because I don't have to get out of position to kind of spam shots if their BB goes for it. So Tyrant does win his lane. Really good job from Tyrant. And Bobby's just going to get out of there. He sees the extra life. He's like, nah, that's not happening to me again. So he just gets out of there, and that does secure us the first robot. I think maybe they tie it up. No, we do get the first robot. So really good job from Tyrant and Bobby there. I'll just kind of like wear them down a little bit, and that way we can support the push a little bit. And you can see I'm just keeping them tapped. Tyrant does get a pretty good bubble off. It almost kills them both, but they just get away with a bit of HP. So I'll tap Shadow twice, and he's going to have a tough time getting in lane now. And I'll tap Portal as well. And I'll just get Core Eye twice for good measures too. And they're kind of like stuck there, and that allows Bobby to just like walk back in lane like without any pressure. So we do pick up the second robot just because we spawn trapped them better than they did, I guess. Portal does catch me out. I should have regen there, but he just got me, and they do a good job kind of like getting mid control, but now they got to go back on defense, and it's just going to be the brutal cycle. So you can see this is why I love Piper and Siege. I'm literally like team wiping right now, and just it's so much fun. I could have got Core Eye there too, but you want to go for like, I knew we could finish here, so it made sense to just like go after the safe, and it just survives with 400 HP. So it's one BB ball away, or like one bull dash away, or I have my super so I can jump in there too. So they're kind of panicking right now, which completely understandable. I'd be panicking too. And Tyrant does get a good hit, and he does get his ball, and we take the siege set. All right, guys, so it is tied up 1-1, and I was like, there's no way I'm losing this set and like not qualifying for the next qualifiers, because after we beat Nova, it was pretty much a guarantee. Like, we do face Jack's team in the next round, but even if we lost that, we'd go to the semifinals, and the other bracket was like literally a joke. Like, no disrespect to them, but like it's just completely unfair how the brackets were made. But you can see I get Shadow out, and the brackets were randomized, don't get me wrong. It's just like they've been like this for 3 times, and it's getting like really annoying. But we're doing a really good job so far. We're just catching them out, and I do tap Shadow, take him out, and I see Core Eye's weak, so I want to like kind of go for him, but I figured we better not like overstay our stay, because Bounty, like if they kill me, they're down by 1 star. So nice mines from Tyrant there. Portal's gonna walk on top of them, so we kind of have an idea where they are now. And we just need to like really like lay back and be patient at this point. So I'll keep them tapped like I did in the Siege game, and I see Core Eye is getting a little too ambitious, so I start to rotate over. But I don't want to overextend, because they do have to play into us as long as we don't screw up. We do have the game right now, so they need to go forward, and 8-bit's really easy to catch out when he does like try pushing up. So he'll place his turret like just in range of where I can tap it, and they're kind of trapped at this point, I realized, if they want to keep committing. So Bobby's gonna get a good heal off, and I don't know how everyone survived there. I guess the Poku heals, but they're like really like starting to push. So I noticed this, so I rotate over to the left side, and Shadow doesn't think I'm gonna fully commit, but I just go over there, and then I get like behind them, and I just like tap them all. And then that's gonna be an easy kill for Tyrant and Bobby, who just like pinch Portal. And I do have my jump, and I could break that wall, but there's like 10 seconds left, so Bobby's like, just save it, unless you like take damage. So I get hit, and like just I kind of jump, because why not. And we're gonna take this first bounty game really convincingly, 18-1. Alright guys, game number 2 of bounty. So we're up 1-0 obviously after that game. So you can see they dropped the 8-bit, which good choice, I think. I like 8-bit's a really strong brawler. I just don't think bounty on like Snake Prairie is his forte. So Tyrant, obviously the bows have visions, so you can see they'll usually make the first move. But Portal just catches me. I just miss him, I mean. And, Core Eye stays alive with 100 HP, so you really hate to see it. But they do get that first star, so technically we do have to play into them. Now, we don't need to rush anything. There's still a minute left. And what I really like doing is I don't like shooting blindly. I like getting a kind of like feeling out where they are, letting them shoot a few times, and then just shooting based off that. So you can see they have no idea where I am, just because I haven't shot in like 30 seconds. That's because I know I'm not going to get a kill right now. And I see Core Eye shooting, so I just like tap him once to let him know, hey, I'm here. And then I do hit Portal as well. He shielded for Shadow, which I probably would have got Shadow there if he didn't body block, so nice body block from him. And they see Tyrant, so I'm really surprised they didn't rotate Portal here, because it's pretty obvious we're all on the right side. But now we start to rotate left. So the bows see each other here, and then Shadow just shoots down lane, and unfortunately he does catch me out. Otherwise I would have gone down lane and gone for Portal, but nice shot from him to catch me out. And it's 34 seconds, so we're like slowly starting to like pinch them back into their base, which it is like a risk. Oh, 44 HP, I didn't see that before. So another close one. But if you do play really passive the entire game, like the last 20 seconds, if you don't get a kill, you're going to get pinched really hard, which is what's happening to them right now. So they're separated. So Bobby is going to do a good job just pushing up on Korai here. Portal's going to reach over and like try saving him, but I'll tap him twice. And then Bobby gets a kill too. I know Shadow's going to be there, so I'll just like stay around and hit him one more time. But you know, they played a little too defensively that game, and they got punished for it at the end. So we do take the bounty set. Alright guys, so just like that, we are up 2-1. Now if we win this gem grab set, then we do take home the win. And this map was actually like added like pretty recently. We weren't aware that there was an update to the map list, so we never practiced this map. So I'm on 8-bit, Tyrant is on bow, and Bubby's on shield BB, which he loves now. Really good though, it's a awesome star power. So you can see I'm like kind of getting the better of Shadow at this point and just keeping him tapped, and he's really low, 300 HP to be exact. Bobby's doing a good job just pressuring them both, but he does get taken out, so they're not going to expect that I'm here, so I'll just walk around the corner and auto them. And I thought he'd have extra life, which you should always have in gem grab, but he didn't have it for some reason. I guess they do have like a poke heavy comp, so it makes sense in that sense, but this is what I mean by using like your turret as a shield. So he wasted his turret there just throwing it out, and I took it out. Well, I can just like use mine as like an extra like 4,000 HP if I want to use it as a shield if we get an 8-bit fight. So we're just completely like dominating this map. I'll just be a nuisance to them and just like play really aggro because they can't really like push up if I'm there. But Shadow does take me out. But at this point, you know, we just got to survive and just got to watch out for those bow mines, and just body block for Tyrant Star. And, you know, really dominant game one. We did really good considering we didn't practice this map at all. 8-bit is just so OP on the lane here. Alright guys, so this could actually be the final game of the match. And you can see we like their comp, so we're like, okay, just stick with it. If it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. So they did like our shield BB and our comp, so they switched over to it. And you can see I'm kind of like lasering Shadow. He accidentally shows me where he is. Otherwise, I had no idea where he was. And, you know, I'm getting some good hits off of him because of that. So I figure I'll just let him hit me like once or twice. That way he can drop his shield and I can just like finish him off. And I'll get like, just because I really wanted positioning, because Korai has positioning on our lane. Bobby's having a bit of a tough time with him. He's doing a good job over there. And Bobby does take him out here, but you got to watch out for that extra life, Bobby. So he forgets about that. And he almost gets taken out. But Portal and Tyrant are doing like a pretty, I mean, they're pretty even, but Tyrant can't move up with Korai right there. So Bobby's got to like win his lane. And Shadow's just being really patient right now. And I see that like we're losing lane a lot on that left side. So I'm just like, you know what? I have my extra life. I'm just going to go for a play here. And Portal does get caught out, and I managed to take them both out because of extra life. And just like that, I'll like run away as fast as I can, which is very slow. And I know Shadow can knock me back here, which is actually like a little bit of a speed boost. So I do get back a little faster than I intended, but we are getting like sandwiched pretty hard right now. So Tyrant's kind of caught out. That's a dangerous position to be. If you are going to die, you want to die like in your spawn. But he just manages to survive. He was like one shot off from dying. And now it's just everyone protect Tyrant with your life. You can see they're jumping in. Slow little 8-bits getting in here. And Bobby's doing a good job just like holding them off. But they got to like really play into us at this point. And, you know, just little celebratory spin. Because after that game, like I said, we knew we were going to get into like qualifiers, whether it was in third, second, or first. The other side of the bracket was not competitive. So we knew whoever we had to play from that side was going to be an easy win. And I'm not going to cover those games just because I think the other games like this one and the 9 Circles game, I don't know how I keep forgetting that, were definitely the ones that were a lot more competitive. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I'll try getting 2 videos out today. I've never done that before. It all depends on like my iPad's upload time, like I said, and also if Tom was down for it. I don't know, because these videos are a little lengthy too. This one's like 20-ish minutes, and he has to do Bobby's video too. So we'll have to see how everything goes, but if not, it'll be out tomorrow. So don't worry about that. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the gameplay. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later today or tomorrow. Peace.